that you need to know is we want to launch this monitor goal from the national percentile that's yellow. Okay, so I'm going to click plus, and here I go. Now I'm going to demo how to make all of this work. Now, remember we talked about insufficient growth. That's that yellow feedback, and this will make sense to you. Okay, you had mentioned going to March, so you'll notice I can drag the duration. Okay, so I'm going to go March 21st. Okay, hopefully that sounds okay. That's 19 weeks. Okay, so I just want to show this to you. What I'm setting right now is a baseline score of 92, and a student who scores here in 19 weeks, I want their goal score to be 92. Now, you guys know that if the goal is to get to where you started, obviously that's insufficient growth. Okay. Now, again, that makes sense because right now I'm below a 50 student growth percentile, which means what I'm asking the student to do means that they are not outgrowing at least half the kids that started like them, meaning they are not closing the gap. That makes sense to you because literally we would be asking them to not make any growth. But I like to show that to make you understand and drive home that point of insufficient growth. Okay, so once we set up the duration, and we'll just say that this kid is in supplemental. So you'll notice I'm going to drop down from weekly, and I'm going to change that to bi-weekly. Okay, every other week. Now I'm ready to drag my duration. I'm sorry, my goal score. Forgive me. Okay, so here we go. I can do it like this. Okay, and now you notice I've already moved into closes the gap. Now look, bottom end of closes the gap is a score of 104. I've now entered into that realm of outgrowing more kids than are outgrowing me. Do I think the goal should be turtle growth for this kid? No, I do not. Okay, that's why you're going to notice I like to drag this goal to the top end of closes the gap or the bottom end of ambitious. Now, you guys might say, well, gosh, 92 to 112, that doesn't seem like a lot. But the reality is, based on norm data and how other kids like this kid scored, we're asking him to outperform 85 kids that started like he did. If he can do this in 19 weeks, he's doing a lot. Okay, and we don't have to think about that. That's all based on data. Now, if you guys want to say, you know what, I'd rather him get higher nationally, and if you're MTSS people or support this, I just want to show you, okay, but you need to reference them and see what they say. You can drag the duration, for example, maybe out to the end of school year, okay? So let's just say 523, okay? So if I drag and I increase the duration, you'll notice I can get a higher score. That makes sense because I'm giving them more time, right? So if I did it to the end of the year, I could get a kid to the 21st percentile nationally, which would be, again, outperforming 85 to 86% of kids that started like him, which would be increasing from 92 to 121 words per minute, okay? Now, one thing that there's slides that talk about this, I'm just going to demo it, okay? We talked about the intervention assignment. The way you do that to add one is, again, clicking the plus sign, okay? Now, these different interventions are what Anna mentioned is in that shared folder, okay? You should know through this what the intervention looks like, how long it should take, how frequently you should be doing it. It's literally going to spell out your game plan for your teachers. They're going to know exactly what the expectation should be. I mean, again, I'm amazed by that. There shouldn't be any questions. I've never worked for a district that has it spelled out as clearly as you guys do. I'm going to hit confirm.
Yes, each one will be loaded in there, so it would say L, for supplemental phonics and phonemic awareness, it'll say L skills block supplemental, 3 times, 15 minutes, 3 times a week. So that's all that will already be loaded. And like this one's Orton Gillingham as an example, is the one we loaded in here for you guys. And then the training counts that we have for your teachers will have, I think, 2 literacy and 2 math. I think 2 literacy and 2 math in there.